So you
I
still
don't know
had to
if I could
go
do that
through like
sober.
but you could walk on your feet, but like crouched down. So you didn't have to get on
Oh,
your knees this
this
year.
is it. This sounds like an under 40 40
Exercise.
event. My knees aren't. I can get down, but I ain't getting the fuck back up.
Welcome to the DANK Pod, the podcast where 4 Disney adults and no kids share their magical adventures. Join us as we explore the enchanting parks, savor Mickey-shaped treats, and ride Space Mountain without worrying about height restrictions. Disclaimer, this podcast is purely for entertainment purposes. We love kids, but sometimes we just want to ride the teacups without them. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get dank.
Oh, did you do your vocal exercises today?
No.
Was that your maniacal laughter?
No.
All right, that's not maniacal. One more time, give me a good maniacal laughter, like
You didn't ask for that the first time. You just asked
Can I have-
for vocal exercises. That's how I. That's how
What's your
That's how I
favorite?
exercise my vocals.
What's your January? Give us your vocal exercises.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
That's
I am from like
that's your-
4 p.m. in the afternoon on recording days. I imagine she just parades around the house. Peter Piper
Peter
picked a peck of
Piper.
pickled peppers.
that's what she does actually.
What
How did you know?
what are other ones out there?
Let me hear yours, Ashley.
No thanks.
Come on, what? You got to do like the.
No, I straight up raw dog it.
Whoa.
I don't know if that means what you think it means.
I don't know if it doesn't.
I don't know. I don't think you know. I have questions. Oh my god!
I just wing
I'm
it,
so-
guys.
Well,
You're welcome.
yeah, her vocal exercises are.
No,
Oh.
I can't stand
Oh.
you. Not the hawk too. No, it's funny because we know somebody who they were talking about how like their dad wasn't sure, like wasn't the way they were using raw dogging constantly was just not it. It was just not it.
It's like he's talking about hot dogs. You're talking about something else.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Let's get into it. Disney news. We got some breaking news today. Can you give me the news alert sound, Ashley?
Is it like the
No.
beep, 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 beep?
Oh, that's a
That's
good
the
one.
That's good.
Oh, I
You did
loved
very
it.
good. You
Let's
did
save
very
that one.
good.
Let's put that one on the soundboard.
My head
Yeah.
immediately went to another podcast whose theme song I cannot sing without getting sued, but it's so good.
You're gonna have to explain that to me offline, along with Raw Dog. There's a new Lightning Lane model that starts on 10:30 for resort. It's going to roll out with resort guests, but follow me on this one. No more having to make reservations, or you can make reservations, but you don't have to make reservations for your Lightning Lane. You don't have to mess around in the Genie Plus app. You plunk down one lump sum of money, you get access to all the rides, one time to skip to the front, and use that Lightning Lane per ride. It debuts on the 30th of October. It's going to roll out first to resort guests, and those resort guests there's going to be limited
Deluxe
resort guests,
resort
deluxe
guests.
resorts, villa resorts, basically everything that we can't afford is going to get
Right.
to use it first. So I think it starts with does it start with Coronado? Is the lowest level resort,
What?
I believe.
Oh, that's the lowest level?
Yeah.
That is starting it with.
So the deluxe resort hotels include Animal Kingdom Lodge, Beach Club, Boardwalk, Contemporary, Grand Floridian, Polynesian, Wilderness, and Yacht Club. The deluxe villas are Contemporary, Wilderness Lodge, Wilderness Resort, the Animal Kingdom Villas, Copper Creek Villas,
Mhm.
Beach Club Villas, Boardwalk Villas, Old Key West Resort, Polynesian Villas, Saratoga Springs Resort and Spa,
Those are
Riviera
mid.
Resort,
Yeah.
Villas at Disney's Grand Floridian. What was the one you said? I don't even.
You still get
Mid.
there are other eligible hotels, the Dolphin Swan hotels,
Okay.
and then Shades of Green Resort.
But
Are
what was it that you said?
Coronado.
I must
That's
be
not even
wrong.
on here.
It's not even on here. I
Oh,
was
It's
wrong.
not even on
That's a
there.
mod.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
so
you know what? Don't sleep on Coronado. Coronado is fire. You know what? Our fans, both of them,
Both of
they
them?
agree. Both of them. They've actually experienced Coronado, as have we, and it's amazing.
Oh, I don't doubt it. I'm into all those resorts. I feel like if you're a Disney adult though, you're staying at Pop.
I wouldn't stay at Pop.
You wouldn't stay at Pop?
It
That sounds.
seems
I think a lot of
very,
kids are there.
yeah, a kid
I
magnet.
feel
You think?
like you're thinking a Disney adult with children. This is Dank.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking like
And Dank,
I'm thinking about going out there doing adult stuff and coming back and
right?
just
Not
blowing it
There
not
out.
a
are
Pop.
other things that hit the Skyliner,
Oh,
Mhm.
like
okay.
Saratoga.
Yeah, the
Where
beach
do you,
resort.
Yeah.
okay. All right. Okay.
Right.
I like it. I like it. I like
If
it.
you go to Pop, you're gonna be surrounded by kids, and you're
And
not gonna be
noise.
Oh,
Dank.
I'm not gonna like kids at all.
Seen that pool.
Speaking of kids, Agatha had a kid,
Or so we thought.
or so we thought.
Was the teen.
I made a recommend. Yeah, you were Natalie. Were you on my side with that? Where I thought
I
that
was.
it was gonna
You know
be.
what? I want to remind you that I'm not familiar with any of the backstory or anything. And I had told January, I'm like, I think that's her kid. And she was like, it's too obvious. And I'm like, so? I'm like, I guess you're right. And then we talked about it last week. And then
Yeah.
we had that whole combo. And then we saw the episode. And then I saw things that I didn't even know what it meant. So enter you guys.
So
We're here to help.
Was I
We're
right?
gonna. Oh, wait, pause.
Was
We are. This is a spoiler alert.
That's fair.
oh
Can we-
yeah.
can we have this- May we have the spoiler alert sound?
Spoiler alert.
That was so anticlimactic.
I don't know what sound do spoilers make.
Wow, I don't know. I wanted to see what you'd make up because January already had the breaking
Oh.
news.
Do you want to do the Blues Clues?
That's what I thought of when I heard it.
Spoiler alert.
I always loved their male song, though.
It's such a good
Did you
song.
sing the song when
Every time.
the
Every
male
time.
song, right?
I was
Let's
probably
stand
old
it,
enough to
guys.
get
Focus.
drunk when that was on there.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. Here we're coming back.
Focus.
Thank you for keeping us grounded here, Ashley.
That's right. Spoiler alert. Hit it.
What? So were we right? Were Natalie and I correct? Were we wrong or were we correct about
I think you guys were wrong.
Ashley? What does
All
that
right.
symbol mean? What does your hand gesture mean?
Oh, it's raining on my
It's because
thing.
because you have your phone. Oh my goodness, you're
I love
savage.
it.
No, you were wrong. And my deep spiraling in the TikToks was correct.
Not in the TikToks.
In the TikToks.
What did you
It's
find out on
kitty.
the TikToks? What they
So
say?
So last week, I think I very high level explained that the theory was that Teen was one of the Scarlet Witch's sons. Because we know in WandaVision she had two, right? One was Billy and the other was a name that I'm not remembering. And so Marvel canon is that
Is it related to Nick Cannon?
no, not at all. Nick Cannon has way more sons. Anyway,
Not as many as Tyreek Hill.
actually,
Are you
probably
serious?
more. They might be neck and neck now. Anyway, so the running theory was that Teen was, oh god, I'm forgetting the name now. But anyway, that he was one of the children of the Scarlet Witch. And so this was confirmed in last week's episode because at the end of the episode you saw the sparks in his fingers, so he's definitely very much a witch. But then you also see the crown on his head, and it was further explained because the song that played was Billie Eilish, "You Should See Me in a Crown," and Billie Eilish's name is Billy, and one of Wanda's sons was also Billy.
Oh, look at you reading between the lines.
Right?
Thank you very
Nice.
much.
I can't wait
Well
to see what
said.
happens tonight on tonight's episode.
Applause.
Also,
You're over
I
there
will go down a
snapping.
rabbit hole. Like, I don't want to be surprised. I would like to know the things, and I will read the conspiracy theories. So yeah, I think that was the stance that I took last week. I just don't remember how much detail we went into
But
it.
I want to know, did he kill them or did he just like make them go somewhere else?
So I think that's what we kind of find out this week.
Right? Like,
Also,
you can't just kill all the witches.
No, but fun fact is that there was an intimacy coordinator that was credited for this episode that's dropping
Oh,
tonight,
that means
Wednesday the
sex.
16th.
You've been reading into
So
so much stuff.
it's gonna get interesting, and I don't know why.
Somebody's broomstick is gonna get handled.
But like also
Oh,
Rio,
man.
Also, Rio was missing, and she is
Oh, when he like knocked off all the
when
witches.
everything went down, right? So Rio is allegedly death in this
I mean, it makes
series.
sense.
Mm.
So I doubt they died because Rio wasn't there.
I see.
But definitely something went down.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe he's trying to steal their magic.
That makes sense. All right. Cool. I can't wait to find out. So we also had this amazing hurricane, Milton, rolled through and devastated a lot of the state, both East Coast and West Coast parts of the state, and really some
And no coast, Central Florida was strongly impacted.
correct huge devastation throughout the state. In our area, we had there was definitely some tragedies that occurred outside of property damage, but because we're a Disney focused podcast, let's talk about the impacts in the Orlando market and in that Disney World area as they opened up. They had to fix some stuff. We saw minimal damage to Disney World. I think Ashley spotted some stuff with like a lamppost down, some signage
Lamppost
down.
down.
There were some ride closures. I know that at Market Rivals, they had trouble getting their electrical systems back up and running and operating. It takes a lot of energy to launch some of these rides. I think one of the things that helps Disney stand apart in this area is that their rides are all inside of like show buildings, except for like their flat rides.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like they're easier to manage. You don't see like the roof isn't blowing off of Peter Pan.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Or
but
Space Mountain.
yeah, I think if there was a ride you got to go into to avoid a storm, I think that is Space Mountain, because like anything, it's like angular, right? So anything that hits it just like glances off and slides down. Nobody's has to climb up there and get a tree branch off the roof of Space Mountain.
Yeah. Architecture is very unique.
Oh my goodness. I would like to be part of that cleanup crew that gets to come in and just sweep the park. Not sweep it physically, but like with a broom. But to go in and be like, hey, that's a different crew. But to go in and be like, hey, how did everything fare throughout the storm? So kudos to our cast members for going out there and crushing it there.
Yeah, they got
In
up and running by Friday, right?
They did.
Yeah, hurricane hit Wednesday, closed Thursday, open Friday.
They actually had a special event Thursday night.
What kind
Post
of
party
event?
hurricane.
Is that what it was?
No, I'm just kidding.
I almost believe
I,
you.
we have to. I think we might have to address Natalie's
Fibbing.
fibbing. Like,
But I was just
like
kidding.
didn't
I was just
She
playing
does
with
it out
you.
of love.
is it out of love?
Yeah, it's love.
It's a cultural thing.
Yes.
It's we're from the same culture. It's not.
It is.
No,
No, it's not.
no, it is. It is. I need you to
That's not how
accept it.
that's not how it worked in my. Is that another fib? Because that's not how it worked in my family. The cultural elements in my family were you couldn't leave the house without giving everybody a hug.
What
and a
was
kiss.
what was the primary language spoken in your house?
On which side of the family? My dad's
The-
side.
on the house that you spent the most time at.
It was equal.
Equal.
Hmm.
That's the problem.
On my dad's side, it was Spanish.
That other side was
On my-
holding down that jokey cultural side. They were like, if you tell me one more fucking lie, and they were like, I'm just kidding, and then they couldn't. They had to. I'm sorry that you were
you know,
you weren't around it to experience the joy.
I feel like you're the Pinocchio of this group. But you're also the
Wow.
Dory of this group, so you come clean right away. Like you're like, I was lying. I was just kidding. I didn't mean that at all. It is out of love. But yeah, good, cool beans. How did you guys make out in the storm then? Big cleanup. I saw you guys had a tree down, right?
We're very fortunate. We didn't have any
I'm just kidding.
power loss. No, we had running water the whole time.
Did you catch it?
I tried to, but it was pretty fast. Um, we actually, I'm gonna share this and don't Nobody should ever do this.
Shit.
Uh,
Do we need to give a warning?
yeah, this is a disclaimer. Do not
Our
go
legal
out
department?
during severe weather. We decided to take out the trash.
Yeah.
Because I knew they weren't going to pick it up that night.
Yeah.
And we
didn't want to
didn't
have it
prepare earlier.
right, and we didn't want to have it in the next day anyway. But it was
Yeah,
pretty
like one
windy. We
job
made
to get
it.
ready for the storm. Take out the trash.
We survived. But yeah, no loss of power. We checked in our families. Our families didn't lose power. Some of our friends did. But that's it. Nobody, no injuries, no damages. It's a win.
Good.
Unfortunately, it's not the same across the board. Positive thoughts and prayers to all those impacted. Unfortunately, that were not as lucky as us. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, we appreciate that as well. And we share in your sentiment across the state. Ashley's nodding her head in agreement, and so is January for our listener. On to happier news. This bit of news, I really feel like this bit of news is going to be right up January's alley. Disney Disney Pixar is debuting a new miniseries. I believe it's 4 episodes, if I'm correct, and it goes into everybody's favorite unicorn. What did you call her?
I call her Lady Rainicorn, but I'm
That's
pretty
her made up
sure-
name for her.
Yeah, that's my made up name.
Nice. It's so Disney Plus in December is going to be debuting an Inside Out series, Dream Productions, and Win or Lose. But the big thing is that Dream Productions, which returns to Riley's mind to explore the inner workings of the studio behind her dreams. I'm excited about this.
I'm excited about this too because, they're really taking a deep dive into, the subconscious and feelings and, expressing our emotions.
Right.
That's the echo that Jonathan hears in his mind. Emotions.
Because it's empty in there, like my heart. January is in full agreement right now, and Ashley's like, I can't believe he's telling people the truth.
Better you than me.
I need to channel my inner Natalie and start to lie a little bit. I'm just kidding. You see what I did? You see what I did there?
No, I didn't.
So what did you think? How do you think these? So there's one image, like one sketch that I'm seeing on the screen here from this, and maybe there's a trailer that pops up. But is there like how do you perceive this Dream Studio is going to shake out?
And like just in general?
Yes.
Okay, is your question like what's your question?
What do you think the studio is going to look like? Who do you think is going to be in charge? How are they going to be producing it? It's just
Well, they already have technically the studio, right? Because they've gone in the Dream before. I'm sure they're gonna take their current and expand. I wonder, what are the dreams gonna be about? Will it be will we see a regular day in Riley life, and then she has an interaction, and then she has a dream where it's distorted or something to next level. I don't know. So many questions.
That's really good insight, Natalie. I like those questions. Those are phenomenal. That's a phenomenal line of thought. Way to go deep.
That's what she said.
You're on a hot mic, Natalie. Thank God it's not a kids show. Yeah, I'm hoping that we get do we know what your Lady Rainicorn sounds like? Is she spicy?
She seemed stressed out in the movie.
Rainicorn?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it's just I think in the second movie it was a bit tense. Oh my gosh, what?
Now I know why I keep calling her Lady Unicorn, because that is a character in another cartoon.
Did
That's
you used to watch
in,
that cartoon?
yes, Adventure Time.
Wow. So you took your
You did a
Adventure Time
Jonathan thing.
character and you repurposed the name, and now you have two Lady Unicorns in your life.
This is like the Pink Power Ranger all over again.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the Pink Power Ranger?
Every dirty blonde actress from the 90s.
I see.
In
Say no more.
Thank you. Yeah, welcome to the club, January. You are now on my level. Be proud.
Her name is Rainbow Unicorn.
Oh wait, so that
That's
makes
pretty
sense.
close.
Yeah, that's pretty
Miss
close.
Rainbow Unicorn.
That's actually
Miss.
pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see the confusion.
I'm hoping that she's like in charge. Like I'm hoping she's like who's that lady from Parks and Rec?
Amy Poehler?
Yeah, but maybe I meant the other Amy Poehler. Who's Amy Poehler? Who's the other Amy Poehler actually?
Tina Fey?
That's the one.
Okay, I was like, I don't think she's the other one.
But she's not
but
Parks and Rec.
yeah,
I
she's
know, but
not.
when I said Parks and Rec, can you guess which show I thought I was talking about?
Oh.
No.
It's the one that other Amy Poehler's on.
The other.
So there you go. That's welcome to the inner workings of my mind and of January's mind. I'm getting a signal here that I need to bounce this along to the next element. But yeah, I'm hoping that we get a little other Amy Poehler action.
Tina Fey.
Yeah. Personality type, and she gets like a headset and it's a little bossy. And that would be fun, like snarky, a little bit of sass. I'm hoping to get a little sassy pants coming out there. Some mildly sad news coming out of Disney World is that we're going to be losing access to Big Thunder Mountain Railroad starting on January 6th, 2025, and it's going to carry on through the year. It won't reopen until it doesn't say January, but until 2026.
That's a long time.
It's a refurb. I imagine
Oh, like
there's
a whole year?
computer system and track refurb and stuff like
You
that
think
going on.
they're gonna update decorations? For now, it's gonna stay the same.
I imagine there's probably going to be my guess is that there will be a new computer system. They'll update some set decor. They might incorporate some new IP. For such a long period of time, for a year, it's got to be a massive overhaul.
Mm-hmm.
So, that one will be shutting down in 2025 for January 6th, 2025. So I feel like we should go and ride it.
One last
so we can feel how rickety it is.
I was gonna say like I want to definitely, we have to write it out.
Also, I wonder if it has anything to do with the new cars, because it's on the edge, and I do know that they were like kind of thinking about maybe messing around with some expansion in or about. So it's a possibility that the location of that ride screws around with sort of the location of any of the land changes that they're going to be working on for the.
It's wild speculation, sir.
It is, but it could be like a legitimate one.
When is the land changes supposed to be happening?
Your guess is as good as mine with that one, for sure. Disney is fantastic at a lot of things. Staying on time is not one of them. So unless it's a parade, but they're supposed to be. I think it's the quickest access though from because that's in Frontierland, right?
Yeah, that is in Frontierland. And
So that's
cars in Frontierland, right?
Yeah, it's Cars is taking over.
in Frontierland, isn't she?
Yeah.
Is that considered Frontierland?
Yeah, it is considered Frontierland. But this one is it's so Cars Land is going where Tom Sawyer Island is, so they have to drain that, and they have to they have to get stuff in and out. So they probably picked that as being, and maybe that's a connection to. It does look like that's because the waterways back there. Looks like maybe that could be the way in and out for that, or I don't know.
What I find interesting about their revamping, in addition to the parks and changes, is the fact that they'll close off an area for a couple years, and you just kind of get used to it. And then when it opens back up, you're just like, oh my gosh, and you barely remember what it even looked like before. They are really magical in that way. It's like they give you some
the
pixie dust to forget what
the
was there.
the aunt and uncle who you haven't seen in 10 years, but then you get back and you're like, oh yeah, it's the same old pieces of shit that we had when we left. They just swept it up and put a new coat of Windex on it.
Oh man.
I would imagine it doesn't take that long. They could build an entirely new roller coaster in a year. I mean, shit, they're building a whole new park in the same market for people. I think that this probably has a lot more to do with the land, with that Cars Land, than it does with the actual refurb. They're just probably stacking it together in timeline with their project.
Yeah, I mean, it just alludes the attraction will reopen with a little bit of new magic in 2026.
Yeah. I'd be keen to see what it says or see where it goes. And
I'm excited
we
for new magic.
yeah, the old magic's getting tired. I like to ride. I like how these carts or the trains kind of rock and pivot, and so I'm interested in that. Am I thinking about the right one?
I don't know. We haven't been on that ride in a decade.
All right, let's go ride it. I think we got to go ride it.
It is a thrill ride.
Thrilling. One of my favorite things to do at these parks is to park myself next to a child and then scare the fuck out of them.
How do you do that?
Tell them about the loops that the roller coaster make. Oh man, this thing goes upside down. You better hold on, and you get in there and pretend that your seatbelt doesn't work. Remember when I did that to the kid at Universal?
You're terrible.
He almost cried. We made a kid pee his pants on Figment.
On Figment?
Yeah, and in line. Ashley was the culprit there. She's giving me a look though. You guys can't see because there's a big microphone in front of her face, but we made this kid.
When you say we, I think she's giving you a look because it was an I and not a we.
No, she's giving him a look because it's a tangent and it's
about a kid.
No, but
yeah, we're on a timeline.
We're on a timeline.
Rock and roll. With that, let's get the hell out of Disney World and get outside the berm. I feel like maybe y'all went out on the town, did some shit this week, and I'd like to hear more about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
What's our outside the berm noise, Natalie? Give me the outside the berm noise. Go.
Wee. That's actually not original, but it's fine.
It works.
The outside the berm, we went out. I know you guys do the Halloween Horror Nights. That's your tradition.
Boo.
Our tradition is a lot more low key and a lot more mom and pop. It's actually a blueberry farm in a little town called Groveland, and population 27. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know the population, but it is a blueberry farm that holds a haunted forest night.
Is it just one night?
I know it's. Just calm down.
Questions. I have so many
So
questions.
it's called Lake Catherine Farms, and it's throughout October. And they have on select nights, you go in and you do the haunted Halloween maze.
Ooh.
Yes.
Go
ahead.
Are they blueberry? Is it is it a corn maze or like a blueberry?
You don't go in the blueberries. That's disrespectful. Okay, you go into the forest. It wasn't. I didn't say it was a blueberry maze. I said it's at the blueberry farm. Don't disrupt the blueberries. The blueberries are trying to grow. Okay, they're not as strong as corn. They're more delicate and fragile. And plus, it's not blueberry season. I think that's past. Anyway,
corn has the juice.
If you go, it's actually really cool. They have, like Halloween Horror Night style, but like kids walking around because they get a lot of kids volunteers. Like our
There's
friends'
nothing
kids used to
scarier than
volunteer.
kids.
Yeah, and then they have their masks and they have their chainsaws minus the chain
Oh,
that
okay. I was
chases
getting
people
worried.
around.
I was giving a
And
toddler
then
a chainsaw.
and they have it's very cool because they have live music. They have a bar seating area. They have a fire pit going on. So it's a really nice family event. You even if you didn't go, like for example, like if we go together and you say, you know what, I'm gonna sit this one out. I already did Halloween Horror Nights with Ash. I'll go sit by the fire pit. We'll take her into the woods. We'll bring her back alive. It's
Oh,
cool.
thank God.
But if you decide to go, definitely you want to buy your tickets online, save a few dollars, and you also, when you purchase the tickets, you buy a slot, a time slot, and you want to make sure
Oh,
everybody gets the right slot, so nobody's waiting for another person or you guys are split up. It's good times. It's good times.
very interesting. Yeah, I'm scoping it out. It looks like a very delightful place to be.
Delightful treat.
Yeah, very delightful treat.
Are there snacks?
They do. They have vendors.
Hmm.
You can purchase. They do have snacks. They have hot dogs, tacos. Again, they do have drinks. And they do for the event. They have like more options than they usually do.
Fair enough.
Hot dogs and tacos.
Do they have walking
to-
tacos? Because those are important to
I think all
know.
tacos are portable.
No. Don't be crazy. You know what? They just I don't know if they have walking tacos. That's
I
a
mean,
good question.
how are tacos not portable? They're in a
That's
shell.
not the word I used.
Ooh, she said it.
I mean, I just thought walking tacos implied that it was portable.
That's so
No.
good to know. Now I don't have to buy the $40 thing of walking tacos that you
No,
have
I
in the
want
cart.
those.
No,
Please
you can't
get
have
those.
them.
I
All
want
tacos
those.
are
I want
portable.
walking. No,
All
no.
tacos
You've-
are no.
all
But not all
tacos
tacos
are-
are equal. Not all tacos are equal, dear.
I don't know.
Oh.
I feel like I don't have to buy it for you
I
now.
want them.
Oh, you better
So-
put
I
it on your
just-
wish list.
I just need to
Ooh.
understand that you're buying $40 worth of what for walking tacos?
Walking tacos are
I know what a walking taco is. You don't have to tell me.
what is it?
I want to know what you're buying for it. Answer my question because I asked you
The
first.
package that it comes in.
It's like a Frito bag.
Excuse me. Are you saying that you're just getting like the bags?
Yeah.
By themselves?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Without the actual
They're-
chippage inside?
No, they're
No,
like
the chips
cut.
are in there.
Oh, are
Oh.
they? That's
Yeah.
news.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you just tear it open.
You better put it on
get
your wish list.
going,
I'm not buying
and
it.
you got to put your
All
own, you gotta
tacos
put
are
your own
walking.
protein in it.
All tacos are
All right.
walking.
Yeah, walking tacos are life. I
yeah, same-
love.
Like $18 for so it's like admission to the Halloween maze, $18 per person if purchase it
You
online.
get to go on a hail ride.
It's 28. I don't know where you're
on a
seeing 18.
tractor.
I'm seeing it on this screen here.
Where do you see?
Starting Friday, September 27th, the haunted maze will be open on Friday and Saturday nights, and Saturday, October 26th, from 7:30 to 10 p.m. Admission to the haunted Halloween maze is $18 per person if purchased in advance online. Admission to the haunted Halloween maze is $20 per person if purchased on the farm during our hours of operation.
So they offer two cool activities: a Halloween maze as well as the dark forest.
Right. That's right. That's true. Yeah, because you're talking about the maze. We did Dark Forest. The Dark Forest is $28 per person.
Oh, what's the difference? $10.
$8.
28 to 18 is $10.
I think.
Oh, you
in
said
the
one was
maze,
$20.
You know, like you walk around and try to find your way out. I think the dark forest is more of that haunted house type of walk where you have scare actors,
Oh.
different like rooms or like
Sections.
areas that you have to.
Is it rooms
through.
or is it a?
We're outside. You're literally in the woods. We're just giving you like to kind
Oh.
of imagine like they section it off with their path and their, decorations that they are able to
There's one point we were in a
basically hurt
cage.
us.
Yeah, we're in
Yeah,
a
yeah.
cage.
Last year we had to crawl down a tube.
Yeah,
I thought
nobody
we were
was
gonna be human
prepared to
traffic.
crawl.
Nobody was. We were definitely inebriated because it's one of the things that we do because it's walking distance. We walk, it's great. And when we were crawling through the tube last year, we're like, nobody signed up for this. What is going on?
Oh my God. Were there jump scares? Did they try to scare you? What's going on? What's
Yeah,
good? Yeah.
for sure.
What
Yeah, bro, there's chainsaws.
And
did you
it's different every year. Like one year, because when you from where the actual blueberry farm is, where like the music is and the vendors and where you hang out, you get on a like on they pull you like on a tractor, like there's a big bed of hay, and you drive and they take you into the woods for their event.
fun fact about Florida? Did you know that um it's illegal to have round bales of hay in Florida
No, why?
because they want the cows to have 3 square meals a day?
Oh my
Got her!
God.
Oh my god, it landed
Wait,
I was
good.
like,
That
I
was
swear
so
I saw
good.
round bales of hay in the field. I'm like, this
What?
doesn't make any
I mean,
sense
what did he say?
that
What?
round bales of hail of hay
Hey,
Hey,
are banned in
where
Florida.
but and why was the reason? I heard what he
Oh,
said. What
because
was the
cows
reason?
need 3 square meals a day.
Wow.
I know.
Oh my
It's better that we
god.
had to explain it and
I
we
know.
found it still
I don't
so
know.
hilarious.
I gotcha.
Wow.
I
I
got one. I
cannot.
got a bunch of cow jokes. Natalie, you ready for this one?
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Yeah.
Dale.
Yeah. What do you call a masturbating bull?
I
Beef stroking off.
Oh
Ah,
man.
wow.
That makes me not want to
She's giving me the
have beef
sign.
stroganoff.
Right? That's why I'm a vegan. Um, so all in all, what was your best? Did you have a good jump scare? Which one of you were like the most scared? Like, tell me. Was it Alec? Tell me it was fucking Alec.
We got separated.
Yeah, we usually do get separated.
Did he
Eh,
run? Is that how you got
No,
separated?
Alec is always the one who comes back for me without
He's a
fail.
sweetheart. I do
He
like.
is. He's
I like what I hear, but I like what I'm picking up from Alec.
yeah. My wife leaves me and doesn't even look back. But Alec, he's the real one.
I imagine the moment you hit the threshold, the precipice of entering this scary zone, January looks back and says, "There's one speed, my speed. If you can't keep up, don't step up." And then
That's
she
No,
right.
she
no.
enters.
I had too.
You know
I
what?
think I
That's
had too
actually
many drinks by
the
the time
back
we
of her.
got there. I barely remember.
You're
Yeah, I barely
pre-gaming
remember.
the drive
Uh,
over.
no,
No,
we
the
walked
walk.
over.
Oh, you live that close to it?
We don't.
Yeah,
Our
she lives
friend
next
does. We
door.
we went. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
nice. That's. I mean, it sounds like a polite, good time where you can go and just have a good evening. How long did it take you to do it?
I don't recall, Your Honor.
She was like,
Don't ask January.
So there.
January's not
Okay.
even sure she went.
Yeah,
She's just
that's
like,
so true.
they tell me I
January,
went. They tell me I had a good time.
my favorite part was 2 days later when January was like, "How come it took so long for us to come home?" And I'm like, "We left as soon as you said let's go." Like, what do you mean? That's what tickled me about January. But um, okay. So remember, they give you a time slot, right? You pay for your time slot. There's like a line that you wait for that. Depending on your time slot, you're waiting in the line, and they pick you up on the tractor thing. They pull you out there.
Oh.
Going through the actual maze might be like I don't know, maybe 10-15 minutes. I don't think it's that. It's a lot, to be honest. This experience again. I do appreciate that every single year it's different. I think this is our third or fourth year consecutively.
Mm.
We've kind of made it like a new tradition for Halloween, and we've never experienced the same thing.
Oh, nice. I'm glad. That's
So
okay. I like
yeah,
Do you
that.
remember you didn't have to
they
crawl
really
this year? You could crab walk
Run.
while squatting.
Oh.
So you
I
still
don't know
had to
if I could
go
do that
through like
sober.
but you could walk on your feet, but like crouched down. So you didn't have to get on
Oh,
your knees this
this
year.
is it. This sounds like an under 40
Exercise.
event. My knees aren't. I can get down, but I ain't getting the fuck back up. Um, Ash is giving me the roll signal here. Our next overall, so highly recommended. Do it again next year.
For sure, do it again next year. Do it every year. It's fun for the family. Something outside the parks, something outside mainstream Orlando. It is out in the country, and there's other mazes. There's sunflower mazes. There's corn mazes. Like I actually want to experience other ones once we explore those. We'll talk about it outside.
And for less than $60 too. I dig that.
Yeah, for sure. And free parking. What?
Oh, you
I
gotta love
know.
free parking. I
I
love myself
know.
some free
You can't
parking.
even park in your own apartment for free anymore. They charge you to park, so that's a win.
That's a sore fucking subject in this house. That is a that's almost why we moved to that fucking shit. All right. Further outside the park, in the market, still in Orlando, we have a leak that hit the news this week. Allegedly. The Ash, do you want to tell us what the leak is? The leak is
So I hit the button and it didn't tell me anything, but allegedly,
because it's a leak. It's
oh,
unverified
well, but the link
leakage.
isn't the leak. The link isn't the leak.
I know
Anyway,
because we don't have a leak link,
well, didn't what's his
even
name
just a
sound
little
something?
leak link.
Anyway, allegedly,
Thank you, January, for laughing.
Epic Universe is leaked to open on Memorial Day 2025.
That's very
Which I believe is
soon.
May. Is that May 30th or May 28th?
That's Memorial
Um,
Day.
It's the last Monday in the month of May.
May
So
31st.
this it would be a good power move for them because it's like the start of
About
summer,
right.
right? For all intents and purposes. So
Okay.
it's right before summer really hits, like the kids aren't out of school kind of
in
thing.
Florida. You mean like summer break?
Summer break,
Not
yeah, sorry.
solstice. Okay,
Right.
okay.
No, I don't have the solstices memorized
Or
the way that
June
you do.
20th or 21st.
Anyway, so yeah, it would be right before that hype point, but it would be a very big holiday weekend. So that would ensure the parks are very, very busy. So I guess it would, alleviate some of the. I mean, I feel like it would be good for us to go to the other parks
Oh yeah.
if that's opening week. But yeah, supposedly they're opening doors Memorial Day weekend, but this is very unconfirmed. It is rumor. It is a leak.
So we usually take that week off for some other things, and we're off that day regardless because of our, corporate America.
Right.
I think we should go.
I think you're crazy.
In love with you, crazy in love.
If we weren't leaving the state that week, I would consider it.
Really? You
Yeah.
think that's what it comes down to?
I think it's going to stress us out, yeah. Unless we leave from there.
Well, I mean, probably not.
Right.
But I think we could. I think listen. Let's see what the ticket packages look like when it comes out. January is like, look at Jonathan testing the boundaries of his relationship. His wife is clearly setting a boundary with him, and he's ignoring it for the idea of this pop culture
You
thing.
don't even like people. It's going
I
to be
feel
so
like
busy.
Ashley, you know the
Ooh.
power of okay.
She does. She's good at appeasing me.
Like just
Okay.
She's really good at appeasing me.
like okay. But like you know
yeah.
the truth, like it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, like I know that conversation so well that at work when that happens, I call it out. I say, hey, listen, I'm married. I know what you're doing. Please stop. Let's
Okay.
back, and then I'll use it like, hey, let's back up. Don't use it on me. Don't use it on me, January.
Natalie said it twice already.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it'll be a
Yeah.
fun time. We have other things happening that week, which I feel like would be very stressful. Otherwise, I would be the
Picking
one,
up your
banging down the
bandwidth, your
door wanting to
bandwidth.
go. Yeah.
I'm so eager and looking forward to Super
I
Nintendo
mean,
World.
that
most of all.
immersion is just gonna be crazy because like where else in the world do they have that type of immersion?
Hollywood,
California,
and
Japan.
Okay, but we
I'm not
could
going
go
to
there.
Japan.
We're not
although
going
it
to
would be
Japan.
nice.
No, you're right.
It's just like
No,
she's like, how
like,
dare you?
it's
What
gonna
she-
be there a week later.
What she meant to say is, where else in
Yeah.
Florida
Right.
do you have this
You know,
immersion?
I'm of the mindset that like I wasn't the kid that woke up at 6 a.m. on Christmas because Santa came. Like those presents are gonna be there at
Santa
10.
didn't come to her house.
Those are facts.
They're gonna be there at 10.
You're like I can sleep and still
Ashley
be
likes her
happy.
sleep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was the first thing I taught my little sister. Those presents will be there later, ma'am. Let's
Not me.
simmer down.
I was like, what is it, 12:01? Santa's coming. Let's figure this out.
Well, because I'm Puerto Rican, 12:01, we got to open our presents because that's
Ooh.
Noche Buena. Boom.
Oh,
That's a different story for sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of Christmas,
Ooh.
What's Christmas?
it's
I
time
love
for
Christmas.
rapid fire.
Is it? We're early.
Rapid fire. Okay.
All right, yeah, hit it. We'll give them
I
time.
know. I know we've touched on this on one of our last talks. We kind of chatted about it briefly, but today we're submitting our final votes, our final selections, our final side do or die.
Final answer.
NBC, aka Jonathan.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Can we say it with our chest?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Let me stop. Okay, yes.
That was announcer worthy. Good job, guys.
We try. We're a tag team.
Warning to our 2 fans, it's gonna get loud.
Yeah, turn your volume.
So Nightmare Before Christmas. Final answers: Halloween movie or Christmas movie? Go, Jonathan.
Yeah, guys. All right. Here's the thing. Right. I have strong feelings about this. If your family watches this movie as part of their Christmas tradition, then it's a Christmas movie. And you can't. If I were to sit down and say it's not a Christmas movie, that it's a Halloween movie, and your family views it as a Christmas movie, this argument works both ways too. By the way, for Halloween. If I won that argument, I would be stealing something from your family. So however your family views it, that's what it is.
Yeah, but we asked you.
Yeah, what the fuck? That's
How do you
I
view
throw
it?
that answer out. I asked you
Okay.
what is it to you?
Denied.
Yes is my answer.
Yes.
Wait, 72?
level 46. Yes. It's a level 50-50 for me.
50-50?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. It's
Okay, your answer has been submitted.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I'm going to moot.
Thank you. January.
I think that it's actually a November movie because it takes place on November 1st.
Ooh, so you're saying that it's a Thanksgiving movie?
It's a fall movie.
Ooh.
But to Jonathan's point, you're right. Like, great for marketing because if some people's tradition is if it is Halloween or if it's Christmas, guess what? They get all those months. They got the whole last quarter.
You guys are so cute. I need you to first off get the fuck off of corporate America. I didn't ask you about marketing. That's not the question.
They went
okay?
deep, Natalie.
Okay, I'm not trying to see.
We care about people here.
I'm not.
We care about your
no.
families, not your kids, but your families. We care about here.
But I would vote Halloween.
Halloween. Ooh. Okay. Ashley.
Halloween.
Ooh.
Let me ask a deeper question here. Why?
Deeper?
In the rapid fire.
Why?
She didn't ask why.
I know, yeah,
she
just asked for a rapid answer.
I answered the question that was asked. I mean, I think these are all valid points.
Oh yeah, they're all valid.
I never considered the date for which the movie took place, right? Like in the movie, and that is life changing. It is brain altering for me. But I still think it's a Halloween movie. I think it's something that people identify with the most around Halloween, less around Christmas, although it is fully acceptable if you think about the terms of the movie. But I associate that movie with Halloween. And so that's the reason for my answer.
That's an acceptable answer.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
I accept it.
Natalie, what's your answer?
That was way better than Jonathan's first answer. Yeah, absolutely.
Go me.
My first answer. What about my fourth one? Natalie, what's your answer?
For me, like January said, it is in November, so I do see it as a like Thanksgiving movie, like preparing for Christmas. So I do see it more just because of the characters and they are preparing for Christmas, but I feel like It's Halloween,
It's a
man.
Halloween movie.
It's
Let me ask you-
Halloween, man.
I got a follow up question. Is How the Grinch Stole Christmas? Is that a Christmas movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
It occurs along the same timelines.
He
Okay.
stole Christmas.
I
That-
associate it with
In
Christmas.
preparation
right.
for Christmas.
But
Hold on, I
with
missed what you said.
okay,
What'd you say?
What was the question?
I missed that. I missed that last part of
they
that.
live in Whoville and not Halloween Town.
Okay, but it's preparation for Christmas.
But their life,
And-
and you know what? It's because when we think about it, the only thing they celebrate is Halloween.
Until Jack tries to change it and make it about
Right.
Christmas.
Exactly.
So therefore, it's a Christmas movie.
It's an
You
attempt
know
at a
what?
Christmas
You know what?
movie, but
You
it
know what it
failed.
is?
Halloween isn't
know-
even in that movie.
The thing is that I love, you know what it is, you little fucker, that you just want to go back and forth because you already said that you can go either way.
He's just arguing for both sides.
Yeah. Oh
yeah.
He
It's
doesn't want to
cute.
say goodbye, you guys.
If you're fan, I
And-
don't want to say goodbye. I love you guys
I
too
know.
hard to say goodbye. It's
Uh,
so hard to say
I
goodbye.
will say my
Bye.
favorite
No?
Christmas
Okay.
ornaments are my Nightmare Before Christmas ornaments.
Oh yeah. We have Christmas ornaments. That's
Mm.
true.
So if it's the Nightmare Before Christmas, pre-Christmas, but after Halloween, because Halloween doesn't even make an appearance in this film, is it a Christmas Eve movie?
Yeah.
It's a Halloween movie.
Christmas Eve movie is still a Christmas movie. Don't be ridiculous. It's not a day. It's a season.
You haven't noticed, like I have like Christmas is up all year.
You know what? By the way,
Ashley
baby,
painted that.
I decided that we're probably not gonna put our Christmas tree up because we move in March, and last time we took the Christmas tree down in March. So I was just like, we're just gonna skip that.
Are you for real? We bought $100
Erica
worth
disagree.
of ornaments that we're not going to use this year.
Hold
No,
on.
we're using them. I was just
Oh,
kidding.
actually,
That was just Mike
Look
testing.
at the new one we
was
got.
it.
All
Did you
right,
say
I'm going to
you
show you
want the-
offline.
You go get it. Go get it.
Yeah,
You're
go get it. Show
you're
me.
you're portable.
Yeah,
We
sure.
can still hear you, even though we
yeah,
can't
yeah.
see you.
All right, let me
Oh.
hit unrecord real quick.
And that wraps up another magical episode of the DANK Pod. Remember to rate, review, and subscribe wherever you listen. Find us on the gram at the DANK Pod and send any questions, comments, or suggestions to thedankpod@gmail.com. We hope you enjoyed our chats and Disney adult takes on Walt Disney World. Remember, even as adults, we're all just kids at heart when it comes to the magic of Disney. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, stay dank.